This is my first stream where I talk alone. Usually all the other streams where I talk is with a friend because that makes me feel a little better. I'm not too used with the whole talking thing. Yeah, sorry. We're playing Truck Driver. I don't know why. I said I was gonna do a stream. Like if you look at my last stream, I said I was gonna do this. So here I am. I'm just gonna talk, I guess. I'll play for like 20, 30 minutes and then get off. But yeah, this is a pretty cool game. I mean, it's not the best. It's like lacking some stuff. Especially the UI. Like when you're in your garage and you want to like upgrade your truck or like buy a new truck, it's really janky. Like it's slow and it's inaccurate for some reason. It can sometimes like skip through a setting or an option. Yeah. But otherwise the game's pretty good. Like the interiors of trucks, like how it feels. It feels really nice driving these motherfuckers. Yeah, it's pretty good. What was it? Yeah, R1 is. You got a bunch of this, like all of this stuff. The turn signals you can do with your D-pad. Same with the cruise control and the engine. But everything else you gotta pick over here. But it's fine. All right. I left off at this dude. I'll show you. This is the camera mode. That's not what I wanted to do. I forget the controls. I haven't played in a few days. Map. Yeah, there we go. Okay, right. I remember. I gotta drive all the way from here down to Westerhaven. This dude, Charlie, what's his name? Charlie Dover. Yeah. I've been doing a bunch of missions for him. I think there's like two or so, one or two left before I'm done. And from what I've seen in some of the screenshots, of this game, the last mission, or like literally one of the missions we're about to do, is driving a boat somewhere, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, we just gotta get through though. The last mission I did required me to go all the way back here, and yeah, that's why I'm up here. But we'll get there pretty fast. As you can see, it does feel pretty nice just driving. Like all the main stuff, the shit you're gonna be doing most in this game, which is driving, is refined as hell. It's perfect, but like the UI and the garage and stuff like that isn't. So yeah. It's the only cons. Otherwise, it's a good game. Yeah, I don't know what to say. See, this is what I was worried about since I'm not used to talking on stream and stuff like this where you're just driving. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about my channel. So if you somehow stumbled across it, it's pretty amazing. Hi. If you're watching this, which I'm not expecting anybody to really watch this, but yeah, I don't do a lot like that. Right now I'm uploading a lot, but that's because I don't have a lot of school. Usually I like upload once in a month or so, but if somebody starts watching these, maybe I'll upload more. I don't do a lot. Like there's no special thing. Like some channels mainly play Minecraft, some I don't know play racing games, stuff like that. I'll just play everything. I guess if somebody's watching this and they want me to play a certain thing, you can always comment it. Maybe I'll play it. Probably will. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep doing this. Maybe like upload, talk every now and then. See what happens, I guess. If you watch the luxury escort stream that I did yesterday, that worked really good. Yeah, it was nice. We we picked up a bunch of people in limousines. Actually, one guy in limousines. The other ones we kind of just messed around with. But yeah, we picked up this one guy in the limousine. It was really cool because it worked out fine. He didn't shoot us or anything like that. It's GT Online. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So it's pretty rare that you don't get shot on sight. And yeah, he got in. Okay, he got in, and what else? He got in. We drove him to the airport. And there was two of us, obviously, which made it all like really cool. Shady got out, opened the door. I got out. I ran to the private jet that we got. Got into the driver's seat. He got behind me. Shady, as soon as we took off, he was flying on a suppressor as fast as he could to Sandy Airfield, and he got another limo over there and parked it right next to where I landed. After a while, I just sat up there, kept him entertained. Just drove around. Yeah, we did some sightseeing, I guess. And when we landed, Shady was waiting there. It felt really cool. He got out. Shady opened the door. I got in the driver's seat, and we drove to Toledo, of all places. We didn't really do much. He got a haircut, I guess, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we got some snacks. And then there was a slight problem when he got out. He kind of tripped, I guess, and destroyed the door, so it fell off. And yeah, Shady had to go get a new limo, but for some reason the game was glitching out and wasn't letting us get a limo. So we had to get a turreted like type of limo. It's more like just a car, a sedan, but turreted. That worked out fine as well. We just drove back to the city, and after that we talked to him. Like we invited him to a party and talked to him a little bit. He's a cool guy. We actually added him. Yeah. See, that's a good way to make friends, I guess. Yeah. And then after that, we just had a bunch of fun. Honestly, like after that, everything gets a little more messy. We just started, having fun, like nothing real serious, like the first stuff. But yeah, still, then if you want it, you can watch it. Even though I doubt you would be able to power through it, because like 3 hours of just us doing shit. It's not really that fun. The main part is probably the whole luxury escort thing. But otherwise, everything's, yeah, not that fun. Yeah, but this game is nice. There's one thing, the AI in this game is really weird. Like, you see how fast they are? They're always, like, close to the speed limit. I think they're, like, 20 kilometers under the speed limit. And they can stop on a dime. Like, literally just stop on a dime, and they turn as well. Like, they turn the same speed that they're going the entire way, so it looks really weird. And they don't have any suspension, so, like, their truck doesn't, or, I mean, their vehicle doesn't, like, bounce or whatever. It just looks like they're this object that just, like, kind of floating through the air. Like, look at this guy in front of me. You see how he's perfectly turning and stuff? Like, it does look like he's bouncing around like a normal car would because of the suspension. And if he turns, he, like, just keeps his speed and just, like, kind of does a turn without braking at all, which isn't really realistic. Like, it doesn't look right. That's all. The AI is a little weird with that. But otherwise, they did a good job on the vehicle design and stuff. Everything has reflections and stuff. They turn on their lights at night, obviously. It looks cool, yeah. But, yeah, that's the only issue. It's a cool game. There's not a lot of sightseeing, but some of the towns do look cool in this game, like the one we're driving up on. Like, it's next to a river and stuff, got some ports and shit. Doesn't look half bad. But generally, the environment, like everything outside of the road, doesn't usually look that cool. Cities are alright. Like you see in front of us, there's a big, oh, yeah, we're at the place. There's a fucking lighthouse. That looks pretty sick, especially when you're driving from over there. That's where you can see a really cool shot of the lighthouse and the sea and stuff. So it does sometimes look good, but usually not, especially on those long, like, highways. It's just highway. Alright, this is the guy, Charlie Dover. See, we've done all of these. Now it's just these 3 left. Picked this one for some reason. When I was they unlock one after another. It's like you can't do this one if you haven't done this one, and so on. But once I had done this first one, it unlocked this one. So I have a slight feeling this isn't really that important as these two are. This one is interesting though. Right. So I'm assuming this is not the boat, but I have a slight feeling this is. So we'll just do these two, and yeah. Great to see you again. The Japanese restaurant in Osterhaven? I prefer fish and chips, to be honest. Burgers and fries, more likely, you barbarian. Ha. So what do you want me to take to them? A cargo of puffer fish. which go into their fugu dishes. They need them really, really fast. Blowfish, you mean? Shouldn't those be handled with care? Poisonous, aren't they? They don't bite, but you're right. They need to be delivered in pristine condition and fast. So you said, already on my way. Okay, cool. So I guess we're on a time limit. I don't really like time limits, especially in trucking games. But sure. Like generally, like every game, if it has a, like time limits are just kind of, I don't know, it pressures on me a lot. I mean, like even if it's like too much, like I gotta drive like 10 meters and it's like 300 fucking minutes or whatever, like 3 hours to do it. It still kind of pressures me. I don't know why. I just know I'm gonna somehow fail. Yeah, see, 20 minutes. All right, but we should make it in time. We probably will. But I do understand the whole time limit thing because you do want to have some kind of challenge to, your game. Some people would say it would be boring otherwise, but isn't this kind of well, not the idea, but like the whole thing being you're supposed to, like, if you like trucking games, you probably are used to the whole boredom thing. And really, there's not a lot of boredom. There's something about just driving down an endless highway, in your truck. It doesn't have to be a truck. I'm not much of a truck person, but I do kind of like trucking games. Like SnowRunner. But even though SnowRunner is a completely different thing, to be honest. Trucking games usually are like this, like Euro Truck Simulator and stuff like that. American Truck Simulator, all you really do is like drive cargo and upgrade your truck and buy new trucks, which is all fun. I like that a lot, yeah. But SnowRunner is more like, dig through rough terrain and like recover stuff, pull out giant trailers from the mud and stuff, Oh, you see what I mean? Stops on a dime. God damn. Alright. Okay, yes, that's not not dangerous at all. Alright, yeah. So, SnowRunner is fun though. A lot of fun. We've done a bunch of streams with SnowRunner as well. I feel like the last stream we did was really cool because we did like 3 jobs in that one and we unlocked a really cool car. We unlocked the Hummer at the end. And dude, we love that car. Like, we got this vehicle, I think it's called a Marshall. We got 2 of those. Well, I got 2 of those, one for Shady, one for me, and those are fine. They're really good. They can get over terrain perfectly, but they don't carry a lot. They only have 40 liters of fuel, and they don't have any repair supplies. They just have 1 spare tire on the back. While the Hummer, it also gets over terrain easily, like easy as hell. Obviously, it's not that upgraded. It doesn't have those tires, the mud tires that you need. But even without those, it absolutely owns the mud. Like it, drives over it like nothing. Might not be as good as the whole mud thing as the other one, but the good thing about the Hummer is that it holds 80 liters of fuel, and has a ton of repair supplies. If you get the roof rack plus the shit in your trunk, which I did, Shady didn't because he wanted the fog lights. So did I, but I thought it was a little more practical. You get like 300 repair supplies, 8 spare tires, and a shitload of fuel, and that's all really useful, especially for those long hauls. On the first SnowRunner thing that I did with Shady, we had to go to a factory in Michigan, and the thing about that one is that at the end we had like almost no fuel, and there's a big chance of us running out of fuel if we ever encounter something like that again, because there are big missions where you gotta go to like 6 different places, and in those situations something like a Hummer that can carry a bunch of fuel with it would be really useful, right? So yeah, that's why it's a good vehicle. It's obviously better than the Marshall, especially if we get those mud tires. It comes stock with pretty good tires, but not mud tires, so but they are excellent at off-roading, but not in mud. They're just good in mud. You see what I mean? See how he turned? He just kept his speed and just fucking zoomed to the side. Alright. I like this place a lot. 'This highway over here. You see the mountain in the distance and stuff. like straight up getting knocked out cold, and that's it, you know. I feel like that's kind of hard to do. I mean, even if you are really tired, you know, if you're driving a big ass semi truck, it's kind of hard to fall asleep, I'd say. In real life, I mean, you know. Like, I guess it does happen that I can be pretty tired, especially in class. Like, I'm sitting there, right, and I'm dipping my head to the right, which is every like 3 minutes probably. I would just fall asleep completely and then wake up in the second, and I'd keep dipping my head to the right and like twitching up, you know, as my fucking brain understands that I'm falling asleep. But it's yeah, and I literally can't do anything about that. But that's like when I'm really tired or if it's a really boring ass lesson. Class, I guess, yeah. But you know, still, if I were driving a semi truck, I'd probably not fall asleep. I just think that the whole thing with just straight up failing is kind of weird, but it's not that stupid. It's alright. It does make it more pressuring, like the whole thing with sleeping, which is good because I'm gonna assume that some people just ignore that if it would be, you know, just impacting your gameplay a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna turn my lights on now because it's kind of dark. Just so you guys know, I'm playing on controller, which I'm saying that because it might look like I'm playing on the steering wheel, since how I'm turning the steering wheel, but I'm not. I really want a steering wheel though. The G23, no, it's called 23, no, fuck, something like that. The newest steering wheel you know, the newest Logitech steering wheel. I really want that one. I wanted the G29. The one that's just before that, but the new one came out. They're basically the same thing, just the newer one is slightly better. It is a little stupid because the new one costs $100 more than the old one, even though it's like almost not even, like it's almost the same thing, which is pretty stupid, but it doesn't matter that much. I still want it. Okay, there we go. Alright, we did it. Must admit, I felt a bit nervous handling those dangerous blowies. Puffers are only lethal when you eat the wrong parts. The real danger lays in you damaging the goods. Yeah, well, thanks for your concern. Just kidding, kiddo. I wouldn't have trusted anyone else on this job. Or with this job. Really? Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, no, Charlie likes us now. Yeah, see? Thank you for everything. Because, we've been good. Which, well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm running a fishing business or whatever, and my fucking trucker can drive through, what? Oh, give me a second. I keep forgetting the controls. Yeah, drive all the way from my business over to whatever this place is. I'd be pretty impressed. That's how much did that take me? Like fucking 10 minutes or so. Pretty cool. Yeah, one thing about this game, I think the map is kind of small. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you saw, this took me like 10 minutes, which, I mean, for a trucking game, it's not bad since, you know, it's pretty filled up, which is nice, you know, and especially this highway over here, if you just keep following it all the way through, it kind of curves around, so it does feel longer than what it actually is, but still, I feel like it should be slightly longer, yeah, or bigger, should I say, but yeah, it's not that bad. Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'm gonna go over here. Alright, how's this gonna work? It's not. Alright, I'll go over here. I'll sleep and I'll refuel my truck, and then from there we're gonna move down to my boy Charlie over here and accept the last one. Or probably the last one, the last mission. I know there's the other cargo thing I was talking about, but like, I'm fairly sure it's not that important. And plus there's another guy called Andre or something that's a little north of Charlie, and I kinda wanna do some things for him because you unlock new trucks for that. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I like this truck, but I kind of want to get the other one because from what I know, the truck that comes right after this one, no, not right after this one, but basically right after this one, basically, is a Volvo, and I love Volvos, and it looks cool as well, so I want it. Plus, the color on this truck is really disgusting. I don't like this green, I mean this yellow at all, or orange, more like yellow, yeah. But you can't really change it, or like you can, but I can only change it to green for some reason. I gotta keep driving this truck for longer. Like, there's a certain skill here. I'll show you. Wrong button. Yeah, skills. You see, like, a motion driver. They're on the top. The more I drive this truck, the more kilometers I drive through this truck. Uh, the more I'll level up, and then you get like new colors and, as you can see, truck parts here. Like next time I'll get a better engine, which is cool, but like at the same time I really don't like the color I have. Yeah. And by the way, the next truck we're getting is the Quest, the one right under this. Um, yeah, I want that one. The one I was talking about, the one that you get for completing missions for Andre. Alright. I'm still trying to figure out where this is supposed to be. Because, like, it looks like any other place, but some of the places in here, especially the place where Charlie's at, looks like UK, like the UK a lot, but we don't drive on the left side, so that makes me think that we're not in the UK. And then some of these places look like fucking Ohio, especially the places that we were driving through on the way to wherever the fuck that was. But the names are telling me this is like Norway or something, like, Flecken or whatever, Norden over there, however you pronounce that. Because I've been in Norway and some of the names there are kind of like that. Yeah, speed limits, and despite the fact that we're on kilometers, well, I guess that's just a, reference thing, but still. Yeah, but it's kind of hard to figure out. It feels like it's a mix between a lot of stuff, because if you look at the map, these names, they really change up. Like, down here feels like, the UK, because like Westerhaven, Midham, these are like, names that you probably see in the UK. And plus some of these areas, especially like Westerhaven over here, really look like the UK. Like, buildings made out of stones and stuff like that, or little houses and shit. Little tight roads and stuff like that. And some of these names get really like switched up out of nowhere. It's like Westerhaven, and then this. I'm not even gonna try to say all of these up here. And then over here, it feels more like Norway with this name and these names. And then you got Mill Springs, which just sounds so American out of nowhere. Same with Pine Creek over here. So I have a slight feeling this might be like different countries. It's like down here would be America, up there would be Norway or something, and over here would be, I'm not even sure, and down here would be the UK. That's what I feel like it is, but I have no idea. But I do like it. This game generally. The map, it's not as big as I would like it to be, but it is a nice map. Some nice places here. But I haven't actually experienced any glitches or something like that, so that's good. I like that there's a photo mode you can go into and take pictures of your truck, which is cool. Oh yeah, and the rain in this game is really nice, especially when it's nighttime. You got your lights on and it's raining like crazy. It's like it's not exactly how I would like it to be. It doesn't really like it's. You'll see what I mean if it starts raining. I'll explain it then. But yeah, it is cool though. Really, it is. It's not bad. Okay. We're coming up in this place. Oh, you're supposed to go around. Okay. I'll refuel my truck after I'm done sleeping, I think. I'll just position it like this for now. Oh, there we go. Alright. See, I don't really like this whole sleeping thing because you always wake up in the morning. Right now we're not, but yeah. Like, I understand it. It makes a lot of sense, and obviously it's okay, but like, it is annoying when you wake up in the morning. Because I like driving at nighttime more than at daytime. It just feels better. It feels nicer. It really gives you that trucker experience, you know? Oh, look at that. I got a bed back there. That's really cool. Alright, and yeah, fuel does take up money, as you may have noticed. Which is great, because otherwise money would be kinda... Because see, I like when in games, like every game, money is actually important, you know? Or like not important, but at least like something that you want. Because it does happen to me sometimes in games that I really don't care about how much money I have. But that's not really a common issue, so that's good. Like GTA, sometimes when you're playing story mode. Don't get me wrong, in online, money is really really valued in online, obviously, because there's so much shit to buy. But in GTA, you just kind of don't really want money sometimes, because like, or the story mode at least. In GTA 5, I'm talking about. Like, you know, at least at the start, because like even if you buy a car, you can't keep it, you know, or you can, but it's not really gonna be working out like that. It's a little weird, you know, like you can't just have it always appear like in GTA Online where you can just call it in. And there's not a lot of cars to choose from. Yeah. So you usually just use the street vehicles, which makes a lot of sense because they are basically just as good and free. I've gotten that feeling of like not caring about how much money I have in GTA 5 story mode, but yeah. That's about like one of the only games that I've had that feeling in. Another one would probably be Stranded Deep. After you've like been halfway through the story, you just have basically everything you want, and really all the credits you get and stuff really doesn't matter anymore. But that's just at the end game. Usually it's fine. And in this game, I mean, fuel doesn't take up a lot of money, but still, you know, you're kind of valuing the money anyway, and you don't want to spend it on stupid stuff and stuff like that. You don't want to run red lights, because that's how you get fines, which cost you. And yeah, because you need money for upgrading your truck, which I've realized is really expensive, and same with buying new trucks. And I've also realized that the trucks are not really that different. The only thing that they're different in is how they look. Everything else is like just, you know, like the truck I was talking about, the one that I want to buy, is literally like the same thing as this truck, just slightly better performance. And I mean like slightly, literally just a tiny inch. Look, there's a little like bar that shows you how good the truck is, and it's just a tiny inch that goes up on the performance. And then yeah, the durability is a little lower as well for some reason. But obviously that can be kind of fixed because you can buy new engines, and but all the engines have pros and cons. There's no engine that's just better at everything. They're always like, either one of them is worse at durability but has better performance, either the opposite, or either like, you know, they have more, I don't know, like, you get what I mean, right? Yeah. This is kind of weird, talking like this to myself, basically. Well, I don't know, if somebody's watching us, that'll be nicer. I doubt that you've come this far, though. But I'll keep talking. But yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty chill game. You just drive around, do your thing. It's nice, though. I like it. What do I talk about? Yeah, well, I guess if you guys, or you guys, whoever's watching this, I'm literally just guessing there. It's either nobody, either this one dude. Which is, if you're this far, then thank you. Really, thank you. It's really nice that you've decided to, you know, PC game, I'll try recording on PC. I'm just not sure how I'll do it, but I'll try. I would prefer it to be console though, and preferably PS4 or PlayStation. Give me 5 as well. All right, get this job. Okay, lost family heirloom. That's my controller. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see what's up. Hey friend, could I ask you for a personal favor? Fire away, Charlie. I really hesitate to ask. Don't. Here's the thing. My dad used to own this fishing trawler. Yeah, it's totally the boat. Yeah. Always took me out to sea when I was a kid, but my older brother took over my dad's boat and business. So he decided to become a seller instead of a catcher. Right, you are, but George recently went bankrupt. Ooh. Wow, didn't see that coming. Yeah. Neither did he. Unfortunately, I managed to buy the trawler to prevent it from being towed to who knows where. And you would like me to get it for you. I would consider that an honor. Really? Awesome. Dad's boat is currently moored in that place. Going there right now. Okay, cool. Let's go. So we're getting a boat. See, I really want to do this one because I like the whole thing with special cargo. I think that's pretty fun. You know. I think that's a thing in SnowRunner as well. But it's not really the same way. Like, I think it's more like you're supposed to get special things to sort of certain places, like it usually is. You know, SnowRunner isn't always about transport and stuff, but kinda is, but not really. It is mainly transport and stuff, I guess, but like a lot of the times it feels like you're more like, well, I don't know, it just doesn't give you the same feeling in the way of like, you know, the feeling that I get from this right now, transport and stuff. I'm going to a location, picking something up, and driving it to another location. It is kind of the same, but not, I don't know, for some reason it doesn't feel like the same thing. I can't really describe it though. But, I know that right now in Alaska where we're at, there's a certain mission where you gotta deliver some big ass fucking drilling thing, which is like, you know, it's a unusual trailer that you gotta deliver. I would call that special cargo, I guess, because it's not just like a normal trailer, you know. And in this game as well, I would just like one of these, like the boat, and I'm guessing all of these guys, like Andre and all the other employers, have probably some special cargo as well, which is unusual and like big and stuff like that you gotta deliver to certain places. Which is cool. What else? Yeah, I know Euro Truck Simulator has a bunch of those like really big ass things that you gotta deliver. I've seen this video on TikTok. There's like a fucking nuke driving through the city or a town, suburban place. I think like something like that. I mean, I doubt something like that would happen in this game, but like, well, I would assume that's actually a thing in Euro Truck Simulator. I guess probably is. By the way, if you guys want to see me play, like, I could play like through a complete game if you guys want it. I'm considering Far Cry 6. You know, if you or whoever's watching this wants to see Far Cry 6, like the whole story, I can play through that. I'll do it on my own anyway, you know, I mean, I could stream it, because why not? If you guys are up for that. Whoever's watching this. And yeah, about that unturned roleplay, I mean, not roleplay, survival thing that we were doing, me and Shady, I have a slight feeling that's not gonna really continue, because you saw what happened last time. It was pretty annoying. We might want to bump down the difficulty on fucking easy, but yeah, look at that. Okay, I found the family trawler, Charlie. Not moored though, it's already on the trailer. I called in to make sure to make some arrangements. Wouldn't want to keep you waiting. How considerate. I'll be back in a jiffy. Who says that? Alright, whatever. Look at that thing. That's cool. Not as big as I thought it would be, but cool nonetheless. Alright, yeah, so I think we're gonna start streaming Minecraft, like a survival series in Minecraft. If, you know, if you guys want to see that. Don't ask me why. Some people think Minecraft is like a, like the whole cringy game, but honestly, there's nothing wrong with Minecraft. It's just that certain people have made, like, socially made Minecraft seem like a bad thing. Oh my god. Okay, that's bad. Made Minecraft seem like a bad game. It's really not. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong about Minecraft. It's a great game, and it's a lot of fun. I haven't played in a while though. It does feel like Minecraft's kind of like a weird game that keeps coming back to you. Like every now and then, I'll just have this craving for Minecraft, like I really want to play it. And then sometimes, like, I just completely forget about it and don't touch it in like months, which happens a lot. Oh, that guy just disappeared. Okay, this is not going well. No, goddamn. Just push through, push through. Alright, fuck. We're good. Thanks. I think they're happy with us. Alright, whatever. Okay. Yeah. It keeps coming back to you. Like, some games really don't. Like, Death Stranding. Death Stranding isn't a bad game, but once I finished that game, I just could not go back to it, whatever God. Why is it so slow? What happened? Okay, whatever. Yeah, Death Stranding is like a game that I cannot play that anymore. Like, it's a really good game. It's really good. It's really fun in a way, and like, there's a lot of cool shit in that game. But I can't play it mainly because like yeah, like whenever I see the guy that you're playing as, his name is Sam Bridges, and like every time I see him, I'm just like remembering all the stuff that happened during the story, and I'm like, nah, I can't play this anymore. Like I'm just looking at it, and like you get that really deep nostalgia type of feeling, like it really hits you hard, and you're like, nah, I can't. Yeah. Or some games just don't go back to you because they're like just not remarkable in any way. It's like some little game that you bought, maybe you enjoyed it. Maybe it's a survival game or something. You played through it, you enjoyed it for a while, but now you're done with it and you're probably never gonna touch it again. And that's alright, makes sense. Like, Minecraft is not one of those games, though. Minecraft is really something that keeps coming back to you, no matter what. Every 3 or so months, you get like this craving for it, and then you play it for like a week or two, and that's it. Then you don't touch it for another 3 months. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys want to see me, I know my VR streams might not be that enjoyable, but keep in mind that I'm probably gonna start talking on them. And if you guys want to see me play The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, it's coming out on PS Plus, so I thought, why not? It's like one of the best VR games you could possibly get. Yeah. I could play that, stream it, because I literally don't know anything. I mean, I know the whole stabbing physics and stuff, that thing, and then you have a bus, and then there's like a time limit, and then there's a horde at the end, but that's about everything I know. I don't know anything about the story, so I'm pretty excited for it. I could stream it as I play through the story. Maybe some people will like that. But I know my streams seem like a little janky. That's because it doesn't really translate that well. Because what the PS4 software does is it records it's trying to record what I see through like what it's sending to me through the fucking VR headset. If it would be recording what's on the TV, which would be way nicer, because on the TV you can like see everything in a flat image and it looks like really good. While in my VR headset, and it doesn't look as bad as it looks on stream in my VR headset. Everything is way nicer. It's just that it kind of doesn't translate that well. Yeah, that's why I think I gotta get one of those capture cards, hook it up to my TV, so it's recording what's on my TV, because that looks way nicer and is like basically what I see. And there's also this weird thing where I can't, like, the bottom is for some reason kind of cut out, so you only see like the top, or like close to the top of what I see. You don't see as much at the bottom, which is weird, especially in like games with guns. It kind of looks like I'm not even holding the gun. All right. Oh, no. There you go. Isn't she a beauty? 3 dots. Charlie? Sorry, something got stuck in my eye. That's alright, Charlie. That's it. Okay, cool. This is sick. Alright, where do we park this thing? I'd assume over here. This is like always where you park stuff. Yeah, right there. Okay. Let's go. There should not be a problem. Damn it. Okay, I gotta drag it out a little bit so the back is inside. Then I'll just reverse. There we go. Can't emphasize enough how much this means to me. You're a true friend. Yeah, well, it sort of made my day too. Okay, cool. Can't thank you enough. You're always welcome. You see what I mean? He really likes it. Here, fishy, fishy. Yeah. I got a trophy for it. The icon says 100%, and there's a fish picture. So I'm gonna assume that that's all the quests for Charlie Dover that are like in the story. I assume that because the last quest, the one with the cargo thing, I think that's just like something you can always do, you know, like a constant thing. Like all the other ones, the ones that we've done are done forever. I can't replay them unless I restart the entire game. You know, start a new story, and it makes sense. So I'm assuming that this cargo run right here. Oh, parking mission, cool. I know this is one of the like challenge that you can do. You get an achievement for this. I might do this tomorrow. This right here, short distance cargo job. I'm guessing this is just like the normal thing, the thing you can do every day, you know, or every single time. Okay. So here's what I'll do. Should I go back to the garage? Okay, you know what, guys? I think I'll leave it off right here. Thanks for watching. If you did, if anyone's watching this right now, that's pretty amazing. But cool. Thank you for watching. If you have, yeah, I might stream something tomorrow. It might be this game again. It might be something completely else. I know I'm probably not gonna be playing with I might actually play at all tomorrow because tomorrow's Halloween, which or actually it's today for me at this point. But yeah, pretty excited for that, I guess. And yeah, if somebody's watching this, tell me if you want to see some game of yours, you know, whatever you want to see, and if you want to see maybe Saints and Sinners, I'll stream that if you want to. And yeah, it was cool. My first stream when I'm alone and I'm talking. So yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you later, or well, at some point. Thank you for watching, and bye. Have a nice day, or night, or evening, whatever.